Welcome to the fifth video in the metric math video series. Today's video is going to be focusing on how to find the area of a rectangle. All right, whenever you are doing calculations, it's always so important to make sure that you know what unit you're working with. Now, when we're working with distances, you could use feet and you could use miles, but we're in the metric system, so we want to use meters. That is by far the easiest one to work with. And as long as you remember that 1 meter equals 100 centimeters or equals 100, as long as you remember that 1 meter equals 100 centimeters, and that is also equal to 1,000 millimeters, that's going to make it so much easier for when we do our math work. An example, you are probably going to be able, for example, you're going to be having to find the flow rate of a particular pipe. Let's say it's 200 millimeters in diameter. Well, you have to change that 200 millimeters to meters. So 200 millimeters would be equal to 1. So 200 millimeters would be equal to 0.2 of a meter. So again, as fast as you can convert millimeters or centimeters to meters, that's going to help you out a lot. So best unit for distance is meters. Best unit for area has to be something squared. And in the metric system, meters squared is a very, very handy one to use. Best unit for volume is meters cubed. Now, in a previous video, you looked at how to convert from megaliters to cubic meters to liters. So you can have that video as a reference if you need to review it a little bit. So let's take a look at the formula for a rectangle. And the easiest one to look at is, again, length times width. And remember to convert your millimeters or your centimeters to meters as soon as you possibly can, so that your math solution is going to be just so much easier. If you need to use unit conversion or unit cancellation, well, that's another little tool in your arsenal to make sure that you are getting your question done correctly. So let's take a look at an example. The floor of a water plant measures 875 centimeters by 1,250 centimeters. Find its area in meters squared. So first thing in all of these examples is you always want to identify what's the important words. What are the key words? In this case, 875 centimeters, 1,250 centimeters, and then the area is in meters squared. Those are the important things that you need to work at. Once you've identified your key words, now make sure that they are in meters, not centimeters. So you have to convert that 875 centimeters to meters, and that's 8.75 meters. Likewise, 1,250 centimeters is 12.5 meters. Now that you've got those conversions done and you know that you're working with a rectangle, then you can use the rectangle formula, which is length times width. 8.75 meters, which you converted earlier, multiplied by 12.5 meters, works out to be approximately 109.375 meters squared. So you got the numbers. Now you have to make sure that the answer unit is correct. Remember, meters times meters is meters squared. And you were asked to find the area in meters squared. So yes, this is the right area. So yes, this is the right unit for area. So 109.375 meters squared is a good answer. If you didn't get meters squared, then notice you probably have done the answer incorrect. You're going to need to regroup, find your error, and then redo it. So summary for this short little video. Key thing to start off with, read the question carefully. Make sure that you underline all the important information. Make sure that you have highlighted, written down, remembered, noted, whatever you want to call it, what is the unit that the information is given, and then what's the unit in the answer. And watch out for any distractors might be in there that the exam writer has purposely put in there to try and confuse you or distract you. Once you've got that, make sure you get your formula. Make sure that you put in the right numbers, the right units, and then solve it according to your bed mass process, and manipulate your formulas around in such a way that you are doing the math correctly. Once that's done, always, always, always check for the correct final unit. That's it for this particular video. Thanks for watching. Check out the other videos in this series. Put in some comments, and please pass this on to other water or wastewater students that are struggling with their math. Goodbye for now, and have a good day.